How can we separate a mixture of two miscible liquids? Dear students, we have learned in previous video that miscible liquids are those liquids which can easily mix with each other. To separate these miscible liquids, distillation process is used. Distillation is a process of separating the components of a mixture containing two miscible liquids having difference in boiling point more than 25 Kelvin. Principle. This method is used for the separation of components of a mixture containing two miscible liquids which boil without decomposition and have a sufficient difference in their boiling points, that is, their boiling points should be more than 25 Kelvin. Technique. Take the mixture in a distillation flask. Distillation flask is shown in the figure and fit in the thermometer. Now heat the mixture slowly, keeping a close watch on the thermometer. The liquid with a low boiling point will vaporize and condense in the condenser and therefore can be collected from the condenser outlet. The liquid with a higher boiling point leaves behind the distillation flask. In this case, a mixture of acetone and water is taken. Since acetone has less boiling point than water, it can be easily separated with the help of this process. Fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is a process of separating a mixture of two or more miscible liquids, but the difference between the boiling points of their liquids should be less than 25 Kelvin. For example, we can separate different gases from air. Also, different fractions from petroleum products can be separated by this process. In this case, the setup is same as that of distillation process, except that a fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and the condenser. Now, what is the function of fractionating column? A fractionating column is a tube which is packed with glass beads. These beads provide surface for the vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. How can we obtain different gases from air? We know that air is a homogeneous mixture and can be separated into its components by fractional distillation. The flow diagram shows the steps of the process. Air is compressed and cooled by increasing the pressure and decreasing temperature. This air gets converted into liquid air. Now we will warm up the air slowly in fractionating distillation column, and thus gases get separated at different heights depending upon their boiling points. Now, this is the schematic diagram of separation of components of air. Purification of drinking water. Purification of drinking water is an important process through which drinking water is supplied from water works. Water is collected in a reservoir. It is then sent to sedimentation tank in which solids are allowed to settle down, whatever solids are present in the water. Further, sedimentation tank sends this water to the loading tank in which further suspended impurities are allowed to sediment, and after that water is allowed to move to filtration tank. Filtration tank consists of 3 levels: fine sand, gravel and coarse gravel, in which water is filtered, and finally that filtered water is chlorinated in order to kill bacteria, and from this chlorination tank water is supplied to homes. At last, this is a small topic: physical and chemical changes. Physical changes occurs when a substance changes but no new substance is formed. Physical changes occur when the state of a substance changes. For example, when a substance melts, evaporates, freezes, or condenses, or a substance is crushed, ground, or cut into smaller pieces. Therefore, we can say that physical changes are reversible changes. For example, melting of ice, melting of wax, boiling of water, shattering of a plate, etc. Chemical changes. A chemical change or chemical reaction occurs whenever a new substance is formed. How do we know that a new substance has formed? Well, there are certain evidences like change in color, a gas given off, a new solid forms, or a change in temperature. Examples of chemical changes include burning of paper, wood, candle, etc. Cooking of food, rusting of metals, explosion of fireworks, digestion of food, etc.